Fuck you, neighbors!
I don't believe that. I can't believe it's not butter. It's so savory.
Alright, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host tonight, El Cabbage. I don't know the Spanish word for cabbage.
Future jar of
I am
kimchi over
the
here.
funky fetish. Fetick. I don't even know what fetick is. Anyway, joining
Fettuccine
me.
Alfredo.
Oh, that sounds good, actually. Joining me, the flubber.
You gonna
Definitely
elaborate on that?
Yeah, flubber.
Hey, he's practicing his alliteration. Give him a chance here.
Friend.
It's like I'm good at improv, so
The
for the most part.
The flubbering.
The flubbering flubber.
Yeah, Buddha. And the dastardly Drake. Dragon. Actually,
Dastardly Drake.
That actually came out way better than I thought it was going to.
Yep.
That was actually pretty good. I'll give you that.
I totally did not expect it. I watched so much Who's Line though in my life. Oh my god, I've seen like every episode like 5 times.
The British series and then the US series as well.
Yep.
Because I know people are like, oh, the US series was shit. It's like, no, it was pretty consistent. It wasn't as entertaining as the British series, but I think it's just more bias.
Mm-hmm. I mean, come on. Ryan Stiles, Colin Mockery, Greg Proops.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey was on there? Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah, Jim Carrey was the host of the US series.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Also, with the US series, had a special guest appearance by Robin Williams.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah, and you could tell it was during the early 2000s on the grounds that he had the bleach blonde hair from when he was doing 1 Hour Photo, which I love that movie.
Right.
Like, he came off as like sinister and disturbing.
Why do people?
And it really made you question what the fuck actually happened in the ending there.
Yeah, but what I don't like is that in Hollywood, people who like have photo labs are always like terrible people in cinema and in television, and I'm really tired of that trope.
Yeah. Well, it's just, the whole
that's
thing
a photographer, so yes.
Well, the whole thing about that is just people tend to fear what they don't understand.
Photography, I don't get it. I don't understand. It's scary.
No, it's the people who are enthusiastic about photography. They tend to be, a little bit odd. Hell, look at me. I'm really odd. And I do have an interest in photography, even though that's not a correlation to it. It's just more of the fact that, these folks often will see some they themselves personally don't understand and just like, that's weird. You're fucking weird. I don't like you because you're weird. Stop being weird. And I'm just sitting here like, gonna pump the brakes on the haterade there, asshole, or just gonna keep going and try and reassert your own.
So I'm not saying anything about 1 Hour Photo, mind you. I'm saying that I'm just tired of that of the ridiculousness.
What you're saying is you're tired of the Photoshop.
The Photoshop trope.
How's board games, man? How's the board game crew doing?
It's like, oh, it ain't that hard. It's actually much more involved than you realize.
Oh, dear Lord, it's extremely involved.
Like, as a kid, when I was in elementary school, I actually ended up getting a book from Scholastic that was a kid's guide to photography.
Interesting.
And holy shit-o, there were... Like even though it was broken down for, explaining like your 5 kind of thing, it was really involved. Because like they actually had pictures where one of them was basically this girl on a slide. One of the shots was, with her on the steps of the ladder towards the top of the slide. Mind you, this was back when slides were made out of stainless steel.
I remember.
So during a hot summer day, the first one that went down was the one that got burned first and the worst. But basically showed like the part where the sun's right behind her. She's kind of like mostly just a silhouette, and you can't see shit. And then the other one is the opposite, where it's the sun is right in her face, so she's squinting, she can't see worth a damn. And then the third example, which was the correct one, or at least the most optimal one, was her coming down the slide, looking sideways, and she could see the camera, and you had a decent shot of her face, and she's not squinting. Although the fact that she probably wasn't shrieking in pain because she was wearing shorts, going down a stainless steel, ladder or slide, I'm just kind of wondering, was it spring? Because if it was summer, I guarantee you that smile would not be on her face that first go. Because that was one of those things, like back in the day, it's like, yeah, you had to go down the slide a couple of times to get the heat out of it.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know about thermodynamics and all that shit. Why are you grumbling? Hey dog, why are you grumbling?
It's a storm.
Want to get down? Here, you can get down. It's a storm.
And my dogs are all going crazy because of the storm.
Ah. But yeah, it's just a lot of entertaining shit, a lot of fascinating stuff, and I like picking up random tidbits of knowledge.
Yeah, me too.
People should be more curious to learn shit.
People get too locked up in their own,
their own world,
yeah.
essentially. Because
there's nothing wrong with liking what you what you like, but
I was just about to say that it's like there's nothing wrong with liking what you like, but
right.
You should at least try to have some
trying something
different.
else.
You expand your mind, expand your knowledge, essentially.
Hey, Dyer, what's up? I may feel like an ass from Zomboid killing all night, but I'm here. Okay, great. Well, I'm glad to have you here, fam.
Yeah, I gave him a verbal warning last night. Told him if he missed again, we'd have to have him talk to the HR rep.
I thought you said that. What I remember you saying was that we're going to cancel Conquer.
I said both, actually.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't say that we cancel it if he missed it. I said we're going to have to push it back due to his behavior.
Oh, okay.
And that was regardless of whether he missed it or not. So
I don't want to alarm anyone, but I misheard that as if he continued missing, we were going to deliver to him an upper decker in his toilet.
Dragon,
I don't want to raise any alarms, but
in hearing aids.
You should be so lucky to get a double decker.
No, upper decker.
A double? No, I'm talking about double decker. You do it in the bottom and in the top.
I was gonna say I don't want to concern anyone. I don't want to concern anyone, but I kind of already got the jump start on that. Sorry there, Dyer.
Yeah.
I need to check my messages on Discord more often.
That was saying input Conquerors at risk. Upper decker is fine.
Yeah, I need to check my my Discord messages more often before I commit to an action. Oops.
Okay, so now we can get started, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, everybody, feel free to leave now.
Yep. I just got finished sharing out my stream to all my varying Discords I'm in. Alright, now everyone can we can leave. Now we can just be quiet for 3-4 hours.
Oh yeah, I suggested this ass earlier this morning before I actually went down to to try and sleep. One of the working titles for our followers/subscribers is the Condescension Core. What y'all think about that?
What all four of you think about that?
Hey, they matter.
What?
How dare you imply that they matter? What do you next? You want them to think that they're people?
No,
if they think they're people, they'll have
Let's
self-respect. If they have self-respect, they'll never come here again.
No,
Let's not go crazy, okay?
Perish the thought.
Like,
Dire Wolf likes your idea, Dragon.
I can dig it.
Oh, I can do a 360 no scope, kind of. You have to do the double jump or do it.
Yeah.
because there's no sensitivity increase. You turn at the rate you turn, whether or not you like it.
You are committed, asshole.
A condescension cock. How about the condescension cocks?
Nah, it's considered vulgar.
No, it's like no, because it will all be chickens. I swear, if any of you bastards pee, I'm gonna be mad. I'm talking to my dogs. They're going crazy. Like I just vacuumed and shampooed like just yesterday, or no, it was yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah, with my dog, it's like I have her trained to use the little piddle pads. Because if I take her outside to go use the bathroom, she sits there.
I'm serious.
Paws hit the cold ground, and then she immediately wants back in my in my lap, and it's like, or at least want me to pick her back up. It's like, it is cold. I don't want to be down here. Pick me up, human. Human. No, pick me up. I'm not gonna pee here. Fuck you. Yeah, that kind of shit. I want to go inside and pee where it's nice and comfortable. Yeah.
There we
of course,
go.
she is 16 years old, so.
Oh, poor. She's old.
Oh yeah, she is the last of the old babies.
Well, whatever we decide, it has to be 2 C's.
Yeah. As I was thinking, condescension core, because we're the condescension crew.
Right.
And since humor is considered outlawed these days.
Oh yes, it's vehement.
And not just drinking the fucking SJW Kool-Aid and bad mouthing ourselves in our country. We're considered outlaws in that regard. So it's like, yeah, this world deserves a better type of criminal, and we gonna give it to them.
X gonna live it to you.
I still love that man. Fuck you.
Even though he did a whole song about hating gay people.
He did do a song about hating gay people.
What?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said DMX did do a whole song about hating gay people.
I know. I literally just said that.
And I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying like, yes, he did. That's all I'm saying.
Like if he ever made a comeback, he would be immediately canceled because of his past lyrics in his songs. It's like, yes, because people are not allowed to change their opinions over time, and realizations of certain things are trivial or just completely, not worth
what the hell?
really.
Look at this. His shield is. How can I target that shield? I want to target the shield thing on his back. There we go.
So fucking intimidating. I'm gonna waddle over here just because stop moving so fast, you damn whippersnapper. My arthritis, my trigger finger is acting up right now.
I think the boss right there was more like he was just like so he was like roided out so hardcore that his muscles like, oh my god, I'm just so fucking ripped right now. I could fucking tear a fucking baby in half and drink its blood.
It's like the fucking gains are so large that he can't even reach his own dick. It's like, oh, can you reach my pee-pee?
I've seriously heard that bodybuilders their wives have to wipe their own ass because they're just so fucking built. They can't actually reach their ass. That's how fucking built they are.
Get a bidet. Get a bidet.
Look,
if that is really like the biggest struggle for you.
Bodybuilders are fucking smart, okay? I'm just saying what I heard.
I know. I'm just saying, it's like if you are an individual, regardless of if you're a bodybuilder or not, and you're having a hard time reaching your own ass to wipe it, get a bidet. Like, even if you can't, it's still economically, more feasible on the grounds that you're like because you're using toilet paper to wick away the excess moisture. At that point, you're saving money by stretching your toilet paper supply even further. And considering
Dragon's under the assumption that people need half a roll just to wipe their ass. By the way, guys.
Hey, some guys have hairy assholes. Okay, they have hairy asses. They need all the help they can get.
If they're really, really built like I was talking about, they're guaranteed they're waxed.
I guarantee they're fucking, banging the roids out of it.
Oh yeah.
It's like there is a limit, bruh.
No,
you gotta pay
no
limit.
Power, rip, muscle, flex.
And he gave himself a hernia. Like, oh shit.
Damn it.
But, yeah, dude. It's like, like where I was going with the bidet thing was like, yeah, because like last year when the whole fucking 15 days, happy anniversary, by the way.
That was last month was the 1 year anniversary of 2 weeks to slow the spread.
Yeah, 15 days to slow the spread.
That's what happens.
Happy anniversary for the 15 days.
That's what happens when literally no one does it.
And when you politicize the whole thing.
Like, look, I'm wearing it, when I'm out and about just to get shit done. But if I had the option not to, I would probably not.
Well, yeah, no one wants to do it.
Yeah. It's like if I had the option to, I probably wouldn't. Unless I was around someone like the elderly or the immunocompromised, the vulnerable. Then okay, I wouldn't be that guy. I would sit there and put on the fucking mask as a means of trying to help them out. But if around perfectly healthy, average age people, middle-aged people, young kids, young adults.
I didn't hear middle-aged people. I heard the village people.
Damn it, Kilo. In the name. Anyway, if I'm around people who are less likely to be affected by it, then yeah, I'm gonna opt out of the mask. But if I'm around people like the elderly, the immunocompromised, the vulnerable, essentially, then yeah, I'm as a means of helping them out. Because I know wearing the goddamn thing is not going to protect me. It's about protecting other people. Yeah, I get that. It's still fucking annoying.
Well, I heard
you can still do something and be annoyed by it. It's called tolerance.
Yeah,
you put up with it, even though it occasionally pisses you off.
Well, I heard that someone who got the vaccine...
Mr. Garrison explained this years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people don't actually listen. But people don't actually listen to South Park. They just like to get triggered by it.
People get triggered by South Park. Yeah. Well, yeah,
all the time. People try to cancel South Park.
I was gonna say, yeah, they do, because like whenever they get triggered by South Park, remember like the whole thing at the beginning of like the new season, one of the newer seasons of South Park, they literally did #cancel South Park in their own episode.
Yeah.
Whenever
they did it as a fucking dare.
Whenever somebody gives them shit about their show, they just show exactly how much they care.
Yeah, they basically just like 2 fingers up to you.
When China was just like, oh, if you want to have your show in our country, you're gonna have to do this. They did an entire 3-part episode showing exactly how much they gave a shit about China.
Yeah.
Yeah, got their show canceled in China like that. Did they care? No.
Nope.
Yeah, because you can't cancel those who don't give a fuck.
Right.
Which is why you can't cancel me. I just don't give a fuck.
Right.
I don't care enough to put value into that shit.
But they don't actually get any benefit from canceling you. So. And there's only one benefit they get is a millisecond of satisfaction, and then they go back to being terrible curmudgeons that don't care about anything but themselves.
Yeah, because inside they are emotionally empty, and so they're trying to just find a way to fill the void. And the rest of us are sitting there like, look, the rest of us got shit to do.
Yeah, this is where having a melee attack would be really nice right about now.
Give her a Sparta kick.
Yeah, no, I would like...
Sparta!
Like, See on my how about this on my left hand? I have like a blade, like a retractable blade, like that or like some kind of blade that I can just like swipe and hit them with it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like she just sucker punches the bastard right in the fucking mouth and like, sit the fuck down. Because honestly, it's like, yeah, like if I were writing a character and for a game or some shit, and I'm giving them a melee attack, I would likely have them say some smart ass comments. Sit the fuck down.
Man, I have a hard time with that kind of crap right now because because the writing is just not.
They're not
great.
trying.
The
They're
writing
legitimately
isn't
not.
great.
They don't know how to write compelling characters
on games, especially not women.
Oh, especially games because everything has to be politicized, right?
Oh god, yes, especially women characters, as I just said.
And I'm just sitting there, it's like, look, when I played the fucking reboot of Tomb Raider, which eventually I'm going to play on stream, since I had that. When I was sitting there playing through the game and people were getting triggered because, in one of the earlier cutscenes, she gets felt up by some dude as she's tied up. And it's like, oh, that's assault, that's canceled. It's like, you realize she made him pay for that by not only beating his ass, but shooting him in the fucking head with his own gun.
It's meant to create a story.
Oh, but you can't use rape to do that. It's like, if you're smart about the writing, yes, you can.
Like you
saying
that
it's completely taboo is completely
You can't
asinine.
say that because then you have to cancel all of Lifetime.
Yeah, Lifetime television for women.
Oh god,
If it is, then why is it every time I'm watching a movie or a show, it's about a woman getting beaten or sexually assaulted? Yeah.
I was gonna say you have to cancel literally all of Lifetime.
Yeah.
Like literally, there will be nothing left of Lifetime.
So it's like what you were talking about the other day, Fuda, about that interesting female characters are. Oh my god! How did you see that? He tried to grab me, but I got stuck. Going.
Son of a bitch.
Go, get off me! What the poop, man? Look at this shit.
Sir? Sir.
Seriously,
I'm I need you to fuck up, sir.
It's like you have to. It sucks because people understand that you can make a compelling character without having this really heavy political message, but the people just can't be helped anymore.
Yeah, it's because they can't handle complex concepts. They can't handle complex topics, especially for those who have actual personal experience with it. For them, I understand better on the grounds that it's more difficult for them to be able to separate the art from the traumatic experience. That I'm not knocking. But the others that get perpetually offended for other people, I'm just sitting there looking at them like, you can play how you can fuck yourself.
I'm conflicted about that because I'm like, at one point I'm like, I don't like people getting offended for other people because I'm like, you need to fuck all the way off. It's none of your business. But I'm also not on the fence about I'm on the fence about it because I'm also not wanting people to just avert their eyes from everything they think is wrong.
My counterpoint to that, or counter argument to that, is time and place. Because when the person's ready to deal with that type of trauma and wants to get past it to where it's no longer controlling their life, that's one thing. Some people, it's just they don't know how to begin the process or don't want to begin the process. To those who don't want to begin the process and they just want to be a perpetual victim for fucking ever, to them, I would say, really should re-examine the priorities in your life. Because if you're going to let this control you, there's something else worse going on than what that event happened. That event just exacerbated things.
They have made being a victim part of their id, part of their identity, and losing that sort of thing is dissimilar to them going into an existential crisis if they can't be a victim. Yeah. What the fuck? Where was I supposed to go from there?
Hell.
I was trying to. What's the button for? Okay, it is B. I hit the B button. Anyway.
Alt F4.
Victimize me, daddy. Yes.
Oh yeah, baby. Get in the fucking basement, mate. Yeah. Now dance for your daddy. But yeah. Just some
see,
folks,
look.
yeah.
I just missed it. Okay.
For some folks, the suffering is all they know, and if like you were saying, if they try to imagine themselves without that defining them,
Yeah,
they
they
just
can't
lose it.
Yeah, that's going to existential crisis. It's kind of like when I saw this black girl did oh come on, did what's it called, a genealogy test or something like that, trying to figure out where she was from, and it said that she was from Europe.
I remember that video. It was so fucking hilarious.
She was like beside herself, and she was
so fucking distraught.
She thought that she was like from Africa, some part of Africa. She was like so full of like, I'm from this part of Africa or this part of Africa, Ghana or something like that. And it was like Europe. I'm like,
okay. A specific region of Africa, and then it turns out, she's 100% European, and she's like, man, fuck you. Fuck this shit. And it's like, she was so distraught, and it's like, okay, guess what? You're still you at the end of the fucking day. So you're not actually from Africa. Because, you're non-white. Or in this case, you're black. Well, it's not the end of the fucking world, okay?
Right, but that's what I was saying. It's just that, they do want pity from others, too. Well, see, they want pity from others, but they also want the right kind of attention from others. And they don't...
It's like they want to dictate it to them. It's like,
but
look,
they want to control, just as long as they can control the narrative of what the victim blaming actually means.
Yeah, there's sitting there fucking looking for a sympathetic ear to understand your plight, and then there's insulting my fucking intelligence,
which is what they every single time with these people. They always do a straw man every time. It's fucking infuriating, and like eye rolling. Yeah. How many times?
It's easier to create the straw man argument because it feeds right into their point, which is often rooted on a very shaky foundation to start with.
Right.
So it's like, well, this really bockety fucking.
So it's hard to build anything on literally no foundation.
Yeah, it's hard to build a castle on shifting sand.
I was gonna say there is a foundation. It's shifting sand. I was gonna say the exact same thing, Dragon.
It's the same problem like the LGBT community has had, because they can't fucking decide what they want.
Yeah.
But, well, as a whole, they just want to be accepted as part of the society. They don't want to be treated any other differently from any other person. The problem is there are bad actors that are often the squeaky wheels.
Right.
And it's always the squeaky wheel that gets the grease.
Keep in mind, we're not talking about all trans people or LGBT people.
Oh.
It's these extremists that make all the rest of them look bad. And believe me, those people, the LGBT...
It's not even the extremists. It's just the community at large.
Right,
because
I would argue it's those who are arguing in bad faith or trying to intentionally sabotage them to make them all bad. Because look at what happened with the whole, anti-masculinity thing over the past 10 years. Hell, arguably the past 20 years. It's about like, oh, well, men are so toxic or men are so this and so that. And it's like, the usual counter argument is not all men. And they're like, oh, don't pull that. And it's like, no, we're going to pull that because not every guy is like this. Not every guy is a walking piece of shit. In fact, the majority of men, I would say at least 80+% of them, are actually decent individuals.
No fucking
way. It's those small, small-minded. It's the small number of those assholes that paint the rest of us as assholes. When we're sitting here on this channel, just talking about how we're assholes and shit, we're joking. We're very clearly being sarcastic, and honk honk wink wink, being also condescending in a way.
Ha.
Yeah, very I know. We don't actually advocate for being pieces of shit to anyone. Like, like I do believe, at least I put some stock into the concept of treat others how you yourself want to be treated.
I just don't think there should be
Unfortunately,
any kind of quote unquote protective classes. Okay, I think that everyone should be equal. And
why are you grandma?
Like I said, like
oh my
I was just
fucking
using
god!
the LGBTA
Just
community
go
as
off
an
of that.
example because like the reason the reason I was saying like it's the community at large for them, it's because they're all against each other.
Right.
Like use bi people as an example. Like
Oh, they hate
get
them.
shit
The
ton
burning passion.
of black in that community
Oh
for
yeah.
no earthly reason.
Oh yeah. It's like it's like pick a hole. God damn. It's like, what? They can't be into both? They can't like one or the other, or the whole shebang?
Some people don't like some people in the alphabet community don't like trans people because they're not actually gay or lesbian.
Yeah, I'm just
But
sitting there,
and my problem is like by creating this group and separating yourself, you're not doing yourself any good to begin with.
yeah.
Like the group had its time and place back when they needed the support. They needed some unionization to get what they needed to get. Not to misuse the phrase, but dude, it's seriously fucking current year, man. No one gives a shit.
Yeah.
It's like
literally knowing. It's like, oh, well, we need gay rights.
You have them.
For what?
What
do
You have them. You have gay marriage. Like gay marriage with like
gay marriage, and you can go into the
you can
military.
get married.
What else do you
can
want?
adopt. You can go in the army. You can do literally whatever you want. That's why I'm like, what is the goal?
It's like gay marriage was like the final threshold. It was like the final frontier.
I thought it was,
and that was
gay,
like
gay in the military was the final frontier.
Debatable.
We'll
But
just leave it
but
at that.
back
We'll just leave it at that.
back in the 2000s, back in the early 2000s, the whole gay marriage debate was just fucking erupting in the public square. Like people were debating back and forth, pros and cons, all that shit. And I'm still of the same opinion that I was then. If they want to have the same types of relationships where it's like they are with someone in a lifelong relationship, then we ourselves as individuals and as a society should not be the ones to dictate whether they are allowed to do that or not. And if they're in a loving relationship, more power to them. And then after being married, it's like if they want to be as miserable as I was when I was married, go right the fuck ahead.
I'm Tom Fox. You said that.
But he was never married to Foxy.
I was joking.
No. Besides, her and I, we weren't gonna get married anyway.
I was joking.
We were perfectly
anyway.
fine.
So anyway.
Yeah, I take it. But yeah, and it's just people get really, really sensitive about that shit. And it's like, why? It has nothing to do with you. It's like
I just told you.
Because,
why? Because they're internalized victimhood. They need
I know.
that.
Like there are people out there that are like, oh well, it's just not normal. It's like, what the fuck is normal? Because I can guarantee, like, okay, you can tell the quality of a person by the type of porn they jerk off to. Feet, hentai, fucking degradation, humiliation type shit. Yeah, you can tell the quality of their character, the resilience by the fucked up shit they wank it to.
Oh, okay. I finally figured out this goddamn puzzle. Oh my god.
And there are plenty of people who mistake porn for reality. It's like, no, porn has always been and always will be a fantasy. That is what it means. That is what it's intended to be. These are actors.
I'm okay with porn to a greater or lesser extent, as everybody here knows.
What?
But like, I have a problem with really hardcore stuff because I'm like, if you can only get hard or get off from
you have some real
shoved up your ass.
Yeah, by fucking somebody taking a dildo wrapped in barbed wire with Tabasco sauce, and I'm like, please go see a doctor.
Yeah.
Please go see a psychiatrist.
There's a limit.
For me. If for no one else, just do it for me. Because, holy mother of God,
Stop.
dude.
Get
Some of because, if you
it's
go on
all
FetLife
about-
and you see some of those tags, you're just like, why? Like, when I see fucking a flesh hook tab,
Ooh.
And then I go and click on it. It's literally people being strung up from the
Yes!
fucking ceiling by like
Woo!
fucking fish hooks through like their stomach. And
I've seen shit like that. It's like, oh,
I'm playing, and like,
I
some of
cringe
these
when I see
people,
it.
and don't get me wrong, some of these people are the nicest people you'll find. But like, dude,
It's like,
please see a doctor.
it's like I remember years ago, there was an artistic picture taken. It was basically of a woman's nether regions, and what appeared to be a fish hook through the piercing of where a usual piercing would go in that particular area. Now I'm just sitting there, like my first immediate reaction is like, oh, and then it dawned on me, oh wait, no, the tip of that thing actually screws on. Oh, thank God. Because I'm just sitting there, like, there's no fucking way you're gonna fucking commit that hard to something like that. That is you cannot reverse that. The damage to that would be astronomical and permanent. But yeah, but it's like, some of the stuff, like, you can be really artistic with it.
You can get off or get hard is just being told that you're worthless, like you don't matter, that like that you should end your life. Basically, that the only thing you're good for is like someone, and like this and that. Like it's just that level of degradation. I'm like, dude, for the love of God, just go see a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that there's necessarily.
Apparently, my idea of hardcore porn is significantly softer than the real hardcore. It's like
we are connoisseurs, good sir. Do not feel bad.
Yeah, we come from various walks of life and walks of faith, and when it comes to porn, we know our stuff.
I don't really watch porn.
Well, I do.
Mostly,
Well,
because I just can't find anything that actually I like. It's not like I haven't looked. I looked forever. If you have a bizarre fetish, if you have a legal bizarre fetish, then it's very difficult sometimes to find stuff.
Like,
well, I know
sounding I'm okay with.
I don't know if I feel about that.
I'm perfectly fine with sounding.
Putting stuff inside your dick hole, I'm not too fan. That sounds rude. If you have like an infection or something, and you can't pee right and you have to do something like that, I understand. But I mean, dude, that's probably doing you some serious damage overall. Bam, please.
Like I said, man, I have no problem with sounding. You honey boo.
Well, you have to remember,
as long as you're not hurting yourself, I'm fine.
It's just more so like what.
That's like I said, as long as you're not hurting yourself, I'm fine.
Yeah. Be safe about it.
Yeah.
Safe thing, consensual kind of shit.
I mean,
it's just like I said. It's like when you get to things like where you just need to be told you're fucking worthless, where you need to be put in literal and I don't care how like people are like, oh well, certain like you can get used to the behavior and certain you can get like the pain will turn into pleasure type thing, and I'm like, I don't care who you think you are.
Endorphin rush, yeah.
Like, if the only thing you're enjoying about this is the endorphin rush, then I think it might be more of an indoctrinated thing that stemmed from the fact that you think you need to be punished for something. Like I said, I'm no doctor. I just think you should see one.
Well, I will say that I've been told that I have the ability to do the counseling and I'll say that you can change how you have a ability.
Missile insta-kill.
I can't target them, so it makes them very hard to. But, yeah.
Well, still, you little bastard.
So you have the ability to change how your brain reacts to things. It's just a matter of internalizing things. Go down. Okay. That the brain's very receptive to stuff, but if you keep reinforcing said behaviors, they will become permanent, but it don't have to be. Oh, this guy's immune to missiles. Okay.
I thought it was funny, like, over the years, like there's been like the debate between large breasts versus small breasts, and I'm just sitting there, it's like it doesn't matter how big or small they are. What matters is we want to see them. They could just be straight up nips. We still want to fucking see them.
Just don't kink shame me. That's all I gotta say. If I want to see big boobs, and don't say anything. Oh, no.
It's like if you're like Lady Dimitrescu level titties, or fucking flat chested bitch, it's like we still want to see them. Doesn't matter how big or small they are. We just want to see them. Because you have them, and typically men don't. And we like to appreciate them. Now, some guys don't know how to keep their hands to themselves, or try to touch without getting permission. It's like, no, that's rude.
Okay.
It's also really fucking, really creepy too. Yeah, it's also funny, but it's also really creepy too. It's like, dude, no, come on. It's like, we're better than that. We need to walk the walk and talk as well as talk the talk. Come on now.
Well, see, the problem, that's the problem with more generalized behavior, because it's like, oh well, men need to it's a whole stupid ass argument of like, oh, we need to stop teaching women how to defend themselves and teach men not to rape, and I'm like
no,
what the fuck? Why wouldn't you want women to be able to defend themselves? What about against an actual fight against another woman? That's not a rape.
Oh no, it's not a fight. It's can't fight. But yeah, it's all seriousness though. Yeah, it's like
that's an actual thing, dude. Like, it's an actual logic people try to use.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
It's bullshit. My whole position on that is, as a person who's spent
how do you suppose we teach someone not to rape, first of all? Because when I was a kid, I never had to get told that. I was just, well, to be fair, my mom and dad also told me, like, look, a woman can be beating the shit out of you, and you can stop them from beating the shit out of you, but if you beat the shit out of them, I swear to God, I will come to your house and kill you. I'm like, okay.
I'm an equal opportunity.
I'm from an old country family, though, so.
I'm an equal opportunity motherfucker. You bring a fight to me, I don't care what gender you are, I don't care what sex you are. You bring a fight to me and start swinging, I will defend myself.
Right.
And that might involve me putting you on your ass to remind you stepped into the wrong fucking yard. I don't like being just, beaten on. I don't like being attacked. And if you're going to fucking play the game and start swinging, don't get upset if I start swinging back. Pure and simple. I treat everyone the same. If you sit there and bring shit and start shit, I'm going to fucking end it. It's like, I may not have started the conflict, but I'm sure shit going to fucking finish it.
That's like, you just have
That's me.
And I just don't. It's just to try to spin the narrative.
Back when I just started Taekwondo, since the original organization that my now former organization was associated with was the ATA, American Taekwondo Association, and I got signed up for a tournament that was out in Barstow. And so, my stepdad and my mom, we went out there, and I did fine when it came to doing the forms, or the pumse, as the Korean term is. I ended up getting third place on that one on my first go, so I had the knack for it apparently. In the sparring, I was struggling because there were two girls in the bracket that I was in for the rank that I was at. And when I was going up against the guys, I was doing just fine. But when it came to the girls, I wasn't attacking, and neither were the other boys. And eventually, my mom was like, "Hold on, time out." To the referee, it's like, "Honey, come here." Like, what? Why aren't you fighting back? Because you told me never to hit a woman under any circumstances for any reason. And she's like, "No, honey, you're competing here. You're allowed to hit back." "Oh, I am? Yeah." "Oh, okay." And then went back and even though I still didn't place because I had already lost the first match to the other girl, the second one, fucking reverse sidekick right to her chops. I got that point, but unfortunately she was already ahead of points and ended up beating me that way. But at least at that point I made the amendment. It's like, okay, so if I'm defending myself, fine, escort the bitch out the window even if her 6 stories up. That's on her at that point. If a guy's bringing a fight to my door, finish that fucking thing by letting him know he fucked up and walked into the wrong goddamn yard and pissed on the wrong fucking couch. You know, that kind of shit. I don't go looking for fights, but if I end up finding one, I will goddamn finish it. Don't care what gender you are, don't care what fucking sex you are, don't care what credence is. You start shit with me, I will end it. And I will make you the example to anyone else who wants to start shit. This is what happens if you start said shit. It will not go over well for you. And in the case I fail, I've got backup. I've got friends who are willing to back me up. And it's like, oh no, Dragon needs help. Let's go.
I don't know about that, Dragon. You might have to like
glass a motherfucker.
Include me on this one.
Oh please, you're built like a fucking tank.
Me?
Yeah. You're thick as a brick shithead. Come on, it's like you are 180 pounds of pure cut muscle. Unfortunately, it's surrounded by about 120 pounds of fat.
God, oh my god. Dude, no! Yeah. Oh my god! I can't even target them!
But yeah, to finish my thought, it's like, I believe it's, everyone should be allowed to know self-defense, and everyone should be allowed to, defend themselves.
Well, it's not whether they should be allowed. I think it was more of thought process of like,
we have to pander. Well, okay, my real question for these people who are like, oh, well, women should not be allowed to defend themselves and men should not be allowed to
well, I don't think anyone's debating if they should be allowed. I think it's a matter of like, they don't think they should have to.
Well,
and in a perfect world, I think they'd be right.
Yeah, in a perfect world. Yeah. But my question to them is, are they a protected class or are they not? Because if they're a protected class, that means we are acknowledging that they are inferior,
right,
and that we should treat them as a lesser. If they're equal, then we stop giving them the special treatment, and it's like, look, pull your own fucking weight, do your thing.
I don't think anyone should. I don't think there should be any protective classes. I said it earlier. I still find it.
Yeah. It's like everyone's equally full of shit. Everyone is, just as fucked up as the next person. And I know in the case of Floof, it's like, she was, definitely, buying into the whole privilege rhetoric, and I'm just sitting there like,
I just can't wait for that.
Dude, she bought me 3 games this morning.
I just can't wait for that.
What?
She bought me 3 games this morning.
I just
literally, I was just sitting there bullshitting with her, with everybody in chat, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, check your Steam." And there's one of them was Honey Pop 2.
Hey, I like that game. I haven't finished it.
Then there's was Sex with Stalin.
Oh my god, are you fucking serious?
Which we might have to play on. We might have to play on stream together.
Sure, let's do
that. Sounds fucking ridiculous. Oh my god.
And then the other one was the new Baldur's Gate.
Oh, nice.
I want to play at dead of night. I want to do a stream run of that, but I'm waiting till I get paid so I can actually buy it. Because I saw Markiplier play it, and it's like, this game is right up my alley of like the type of game I would play. Because back in the day when FMV games were not only a new gimmick, but were also kind of like lacking in quality, I actually really loved them. It's like one of my favorites was actually Night Trap because it was such an interesting concept to me. It's like, this is cool. Basically, I'm hacking as some jackass's fucking, Madhouse style fucking security system, and I get to try and protect these unknowing victims in the making from getting got, from being these vampires' next meal. And one of them is actually an undercover agent working with us to help get information and solve this fucking bullshit going on. I love that. And I know, like, Lieberman and them were fucking, like, Jack Thompson types were just saying, this is absolute trash, and this is just, deplorable. And it's like, the fact that you can kill these women is like, you're not. You're actively trying to prevent their death. You can fuck up. I fucked up during my playthrough.
Why should it matter whether you kill the women or not? Like, I've seen the thousands of men literally killed in video games.
Right.
Well, it's the fact that women being attacked. It's like, it's not considered common for these. Okay, in the suspended disbelief of, or suspended belief, of the fucking game itself. These clearly, 30-something women, 30 women, 30-something-year-old women that are clearly playing teenagers are not going to be all of the same walk of life where they just are expert martial artists, okay? Like, one is obsessed with fashion, the other one likes, sports and hiking and going outdoors. Really easy on the eyes. Yeah, and, all that kind of shit. And the one that's the actual undercover agent working with you, played by the late Dana Plato, it's like, yeah, she's there to help you figure this shit out. And you're there to try and cover her back to keep her from getting got. Simple as fucking that. It's a symbiotic relationship. She's the fucking insider, you're the outsider, trying to keep her fucking secure, trying to keep her cover intact. And vice versa. Because goddamn it, Dilo. Heaven help us, or heaven forbid, that, persons of opposite genders or not the same gender work together in a cooperative effort to do something, productive. Good Lord. Perish the thought. Oh yeah, those fucking plants again. Gotcha. Like, they don't do anything, they just intense radiation detected. Fuck you, game.
Yeah. That's another mechanic of this game. Hazard. Oh, the hazards give different effects. Well, most of them just deal damage, but they're mostly just ways to gate you from getting to certain parts of the game too early.
Yeah, last night I ended up doing an all-nighter last night, playing Oxygen Not Included.
Nice.
Where it's like I've almost got all of the fucking
Oxygen?
No, I've almost got all of the research done for the main research tech. Because I'm playing on the Spaced Out DLC. And what they did with that one was they revamped the entire space system. So before, you could just launch a rocket, wait the allotted amount of cycles, and then the rocket would eventually come back. And in this case, it's more of you not only launch the rocket, but your duplicant also pilots the rocket too. So you have to pay attention to the resources inside the rocket. So, you sit there, put them in there, and they're flying through space. If you don't have food or a means of them to use a bathroom or adequate oxygen, they will die. And the rocket will be stranded out in space, essentially. Unless there's fuel to set the autopilot to bring it back or to dock it somewhere, but
Wait,
yeah.
Oh, hold on a sec. Why am I dropping frames? I haven't dropped a single frame, and as soon as I get to this place, I stop dropping frames like crazy. What the heck happened?
Fuck you.
I guess that's
Yep. You have to remember, this was before BioWare Magic.
BioWare existed in this game, thank you.
Fucking BioWare Magic. How pretentious can you be?
That's just like saying, hey, we don't have to actually care about the safety and health of our people
Yeah, fuck
because
them. They're expendable.
Exactly. Well, everyone's expendable in the game industry because it's a bear market.
It's like it's a meat market. It's like you're not buying people to, fucking build a fucking, company with that are going to be there and support you and put in
That's
years
because they're all owned
You're
by
going to get them,
corporations.
use them up, and throw them away as soon as they're broken. It's like, you fucking assholes.
That's because they're all owned by huge corporations now. Like, it's not a bunch of it's not like
Yeah.
a group of 4 nerds trying to make like a game that they've been envisioning for years.
Well, look what happened with id Software. It's like you had all those developers in the initial thing that started with fucking, when they did Commander Keen and they did fucking what was it, Wolfenstein and Doom and Duke Nukem, did all these for the most part legendary IPs, and as they start getting bigger, the fucking focus starts getting lost, and the infighting begins, and they end up splitting, and it's like, yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. It really does suck Then we had the infamous. Of course, had that not happened, we never would have gotten the infamous Daikatana, which is actually Japanese for big sword. We never would have gotten big sword.
Oh man, what about Daikatana 2? Daikatana 2.
Yeah, more like Daikatana 2 died on the fucking chopping block. Like, died on the cutting room floor. Or no, Daikatana 2, dead on arrival. There you go. There you go. There's the title for it.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I was going with. Die.
Although what's even funnier is the
I was
fact
going
that...
with die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, die.
Oh, I love the Ghetto Boys. That was a great song. Die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, steal food. Like, yes.
Die. Die, motherfucker, die.
I love
yeah.
I love the X-ray fire zone. Look how fucking cool this is.
Shut the fuck up.
I was actually thinking at some point maybe doing a playthrough of Splinter Cell 1 because I've got that game.
Yeah, I haven't. I tried. I got most of the way through that game. I couldn't fucking beat it.
I played it for a good chunk of the game. I got like 60% of the way through the game, and then I just stopped for a while. And then, surprise, surprise, 9/11 happened, and the patriotism switch got clicked in my head, and it's like, you know what? We're gonna stick it to this motherfucker. And I actually went and finished the goddamn game because of it. So it's like, fucking horrific tragedy encouraged me to finish a fucking game I wasn't actively thinking about at the time. I mean, it's not a bad game at all. I mean, the fucking stealth system is phenomenal. Once you're playing on the PS2, then they had to do a lot of compromises to get it to work on the PS2. Carcinogen SDA, he was the one that actually did a playthrough of both on Xbox. No, he did PC and he did PS2, and was giving the rundown about how, like, since the PS2 hardware was not able to run the original game as it was intended, they had to make a lot of compromises and pre-baked in a lot of the shadows and just add hitboxes to where the shadows were baked in. Basically, they put it on the texture to make it look like it's real-time lighting. Whereas the original Splinter Cell did have real-time lighting, and the AI algorithms were created in such a way where, you could have actual darkness be a viable protection. Plus, also the theme song for the first game was by the Crystal Method, which is fucking awesome. Name of the game.
How did
Also,
I get hurt by him dying? What the poop?
AoE explosion?
He's made out of energy. Maybe, I guess.
Don't know. One of the fun fact for those who don't know, the Crystal Method also were the ones responsible for Lucian and Senna's theme songs in League of Legends.
Interesting.
Which, Lucian's theme song is fucking hardcore. He's like, yes, I love this song. Although one of my favorite songs in League of Legends is the Virtuoso, Jin. I love his theme song. It's just like, because when you're hearing the grand operatic style music, and you're also hearing the cocking and loading of fucking shells into his gun in beat with the fucking music, it's fantastic. Love it. So good. Then the violin fucking solo kicks in. It's like, yes, I love this. Of course, I like Jin as a champion anyway, because like he is the mad artist, and one of his voice lines is like, "Mad, all artists are mad," and I'm like, yes. They just, some of them realize it more than others. It's like they're like, to really be creative in those regards.
You have to really see the world in a different light.
Yeah, you have to have a certain level of madness in you. I'm not saying like you should be completely batshit insane. It's just, if you were truly artistic, you do have a unique take on the world, like Fuda just said, and so you're going to see things differently. You're going to process things differently, and it's like, hell, I know, like some of my peers when I was still part of my old school. They didn't understand that the moniker of Madman of Martial Arts, the Mad Hatter, if you will, was just theatrics. It was a means of conveying complex concepts and overtones to them. But they didn't understand it, so they just wrote it off as, oh, dude, you're weird. Yes, I get that. You've said that 6 times in this one conversation. Please move forward. You are repeating yourself, and that is annoying me. But yeah, shit like that happens. It's weird. One of these days, they will understand my madness, as will the rest of the world.
Madness.
Justifies all.
Is this it? There we go. Oh, that's what. Do you wonder why I was blundering around for seemingly no reason? Is this collectible right here?
No.
It's just really hard to find. There's actually no indication that that's there at that point in time. And later on in the game, it'll tell you where the artifacts are. But if you want to avoid some backtracking and you know about some of them, I don't remember where all of the chosen artifacts are, but I remember that one. So I just sent myself a little bit.
Did the collectibles actually get you anything?
If you need all the chosen artifacts to beat the game.
Oh damn!
It's a requirement. It's kind of a controversial one because it's like it doesn't actually give you any benefit in game. You just need them to win. So it's controversial because it just adds a lot of backtracking at the very end of the game to seemingly pad out the game when it really doesn't need. Ah, man. So, man, what I would want for Metroid Prime 4, first of all, I would like to be able to switch between first person and third person mode. That'd be really cool. Of course, like I said, I'd like to have a melee attack similar to Metroid. What's the game called? You guys ever played a 3DS Metroid one? Not the.
I never had a 3DS.
It's really...
I had it, but I never had the game.
If enemies get too close, you can bat them away, but with oh, come on! This part fucking sucks. So easy to lose your momentum here. See, just like that! Just like that! Why did I lose all my momentum? I fucking hate this goddamn puzzle.
That looks so fucking annoying. Not gonna lie, that looks curb-stompingly frustrating.
I just don't know why. For no reason, I seemingly lose all my momentum. And of course, since I'm having I'm having a little bit of lag here and there, and that's really throwing off my timing. So if you're wondering why I'm shouting, it's because it's the lag more than anything. Like once in a while, I'd lose some frames, and then it's like. Okay, how? Okay. First of all, of course. No! Do you see how close I was there? Twin sticks is absolutely mandatory. Like, I hate the fact that I don't have twin stick controls. Oh, it's so freaking annoying in these old games with no twin stick controls. It just feels so much clunkier.
I know that feeling.
And the same thing with games that had twin sticks, so there's no real excuse. They could have done twin stick shooting controls. Oh my fucking god! Just lose all my momentum for no reason.
No, you haven't shared your thing to Discord like this entire time.
I did.
But you
Did
didn't.
ya?
What the?
Got his new computer and everything, refuses to take advantage of it.
I know.
I don't know what you're talking about. Look at the bulletin board.
He means streaming your game feed to Discord so we can see it in real time
Oh,
and
okay.
not with lag.
Okay.
That's why I said, you never streamed your thing to Discord. Yeah, I did.
Oh, I thought you meant shared it to Discord.
Like, damn it, Dilo.
Should have said something earlier.
I wanted to see how long it would take you.
Yeah, so my brain is not working good today.
Didn't get enough plant food today?
Mm-mm.
That
Not
is
enough.
Somebody, he didn't get enough fertilizer. Somebody go take a shit on his chest.
Please, dear God. Shit on my chest for good luck.
That is a great song.
I love that song.
Quack like a duck when you suck. Well, you buck like a horse when we fuck. God damn. That fucking song. That fucking dude. Just fucking Star Spangled Codpiece, like banana hammock bullshit. Just making it bounce. He is just in the performance. He is just in that moment.
That's how you tell us when somebody loves their job.
Yeah. They are in the zone. They are loving it. They are enjoying every moment. I'm getting PTSD flashbacks to the fucking Wily Egg fight. God, I hated that fucking boss fight with a burning passion. Because it's so fucking tedious. Fuck that boss fight in Mega Man 9.
Although every
Jeez,
time like you're
Christ.
able to bring like an energy tank into a Wily fight, the fight was a joke.
That was fucked. Oh god. Mega Man 10. Yeah, because like in Mega Man 9 I was unprepared, so it took the longest. And then Mega Man 10, it's like, oh no, I'm fucking going overboard prepared. We're fucking committed. We're gonna do this in one fucking go. And damn near did it in one fucking go. And then Mega Man 11, Wily fight. You know, once I fucking max out on shit, it's like, okay, there's no logistical way I'm gonna fuck this up. I got maxed out tanks on fucking weapon energy, regular energy, got the M tank, got a damage reducer, got all this bullshit. Let's go! Finish the fight in one go. It's like, huh. Oh, well, alright then.
That's like when I was fighting Dark
Yeah,
Eater.
welcome.
That's like when I was fighting Dark Eater in Midir, and I was expecting for the fight of my life, and I beat him the second try.
Yeah! It's like, son of a bitch.
It's like one of the hardest fights in all of video games. Fucking didn't take any damage the second time I fought him.
It's like, God damn it!
I was expecting seriously the hardest fight of my goddamn life. I'm like, oh. I need a moment.
What?
I forgot that.
Don't you die on me, you bastard. Let's got this. It's all about rhythm.
This is a rhythm of the night. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
God, I miss the 90s.
It's like the 90s was nice. I like the 80s.
I wasn't
Like, I
alive
like
much
the-
in the 80s.
I know. It's like I like the fashion of the 80s. Like,
Oh, guy
you know,
hated the
neon,
fashion
the
of the
fucking
90s.
abstract shit. It's like just really cool looking shit. Of course, I'm also, you know, a sucker for neon any goddamn way. Like as a kid, whenever my mom and I went to places like Target or Walmart where they have the fucking card stock in the craft section, I would always sit there and look at the different colors of neon. So like the neon yellow and the neon orange and the magenta and all that shit. Like, yeah, this is fucking awesome. Oh. And you're getting close. Is there a way to fucking use the regular spider mine bit to kind of bounce your ass up there?
Dude!
Do you need a better boost or something?
There is no such thing. And there's no spider track.
Or no, the fucking little bombs you can drop when you're in orb form.
It's too difficult to
Kind
tell.
of boost yourself up there. Oh. Oh, right, because it's all the fucking input lag and shit.
It's not input lag, it's just there's actual lag. Like, I'll drop frames.
That sucks. Hey!
just for a missile
All that
expansion.
Fuck. All that for a goddamn missile expansion? Fucking really? The state of it!
He's
We were here
nothing
for,
if
like-
not committed.
I wasn't gonna let that be.
Nah, I feel you.
What
Because I felt it's a gamer's pride when it comes to, like, no. I'm like, oh, dude, just give it up. It's like, no, fuck that. This game will not beat me.
Don't turn your back on me! I won't be ignored! What the fuck is hitting me so goddamn much?
Reality.
Oh, powerbomb! Yes, please, please.
Almost gotten through this whole fuck off bag of 3-pound jelly bellies.
Nice.
Took me an entire fucking month to do it.
Oh, there! Would you look at that? Invisible fucking platform.
Motherfucker.
That's what I call good program. That's what I call good game design.
Gotta work for your meal.
It's like they give you an they give you an item and you can immediately use it to get stuff to give yourself more power, more power-ups. That's good game design. It just feels so good. You feel smart too.
Mm.
What's this?
It's like when you're playing Portal and you get that aha moment.
Yeah. Ruins south. I want to go to. No. Yeah, I want to go to Faison Mountains. I want to go to. I guess I have no choice. I guess I have to go back to the landing site. Or I could just go to the chosen roads. See where I need to go, the place I need to go. Is this? No. Yes.
Fuck, Metroid has some slapping soundtracks.
Yep. Nope. It's just the emulator malfunction.
Don't stay, you little bastards. Said hold still!
You can hold these nuts still.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you.
Fuck you very much.
Did I get this power up?
And now you got one of them. What the?
I had to be quick and activate my boost ball. I mean, my spider ball.
Oh. That was automatic, I wasn't sure.
Oh yeah, I did activate this already.
Okay, who whipped out the giant turkey baster flavor injector?
I was hungry.
God damn it.
It might have been left out by me. I was doing my side business, artificial insemination.
Hmm.
God damn it. This is the reason why you're not allowed in New Jersey anymore.
New Jersey.
Let's be real honest. Like, I left New Jersey because it's New fucking Jersey.
Fair enough.
Did that come already? Oh, what? How did I not get this? Oh, that's nice.
Goddamn. Now that is a pleasant surprise.
It is. Oh, look how close I'm having all energy tanks. I probably could just. I'm more or less could probably skip every energy tank from here on out and be perfectly fine. What I really need is more. What's it called? Power bomb. I need some power bomb upgrades.
Oh yeah, so I can hold more.
It just occurred to me. Why didn't I get the map? I literally just stared right at it a second ago. And then I'm like, eh. Fuck you! No! Fuck off! I'm not fighting you guys again! Let me in! Let me in!
Just scratch at the door. Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out.
As one of my oh my god, they're seriously gonna make me fight these guys again! I just left the room 1 second ago! These guys take so much hits too!
Let's do the time warp again.
I just wanted to get the map! Nope.
Old slave roll bastard. Ow!
There, now I can get the map. Oh. M doesn't stand for, map. Stands for,
Missiles.
I did need missiles, so I'm not gonna complain.
I'm trying to make you fight those assholes again. That would have been a real dick move, like, yeah, fight them, you get out with by the skin of your teeth, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, I got my missiles replenished. Oh, you gotta fight them again. What?
Yep.
What? Speaking of fighting them again.
I always found fights in this game more tedious than, like, dangerous. Because they give you so much life in this game.
Well, it's just a matter of exploring and finding. If you don't do the legwork, this game can be really scary.
was to say Metroid literally invented backtracking, so
Dick move. You want to get down? Okay, come on. On the floor you go.
1 second, guys. Okay, I couldn't tell if my hard drive. I thought I heard some really like hard grinding stuff. I think it's just a cricket. I thought like,
here's hard grinding. Thinks it's a cricket.
it could be a cricket.
Cricket just, practicing his blacksmithing occupation.
Ding! Ding! Ding!
No, it sound well. I couldn't tell if the sound was coming from my computer or not. Pretty sure it's just a cricket outside. But for a second, I thought it was like some fan grinding or something. I'm working on it.
You are old and flammy. And gappy.
I didn't spend enough time getting power-ups this run. I think I'm just gonna move on.
How dare you?
I am all of the offended and let down now. I don't know how I'll ever recover.
Oh, the box that my computer come in is now containing a big titty. There's a reason why I keep those boxes just sitting around. Now imagine if you could be just satiated just by playing around in a box like a kid. Is it?
Last time I had a cat, I couldn't have a box around for less than 3 seconds before they were like, "This is mine now."
Oh.
I remember one time when I was still in California. When I would go grocery shopping for the month, I would usually get my stepdad a 24 pack of like Pepsi cans. And when he would eventually get through it, the box would still be left over. And what Sasha would do was actually crawl inside it and just nest in there. And so, like, occasionally when I go to the kitchen, want to get a drink or something, I would notice these two pale yellow eyes staring at me from within the box. Like, are you a mimic? Still adorable to this day. It's like, goddamn.
I hear it. Yes! I love the fact that the power-ups make a sound when you get near them.
Power bomb expansion. Is the audio supposed to be weird when you're looking at the map? I think it just changes when you open up your menu in general.
Nah, it's just an emulation issue where it's kind of stuttery.
Yeah.
That's actually a very, very powerful thing there. That lore. Are you guys ready for Tony Hawk again?
Oh, it's gonna take you 2 hours again?
Yes.
Doing everything I can.
I'm a Superman.
I need a hero to save me now.
I'll be a hero.
Oh yeah, so something I want to add earlier. Or see, it's like we're talking about that, like, where have all the good men gone? See, the problem is that like a lot of them is like toxic masculinity versus male fragility. It's because there's no gradient for the people making those claims. It's either you're toxic or you're fragile. There's no that's just the way I've noticed it. They don't. There's no way to have a conversation about it.
I think it's less so that, more so just like they want people that like they want men to just constantly apologize and like not be proud of themselves, but they only want to associate with men that are like bold and confident and shit. And like, you can't have both.
Why?
You can't have people that want. You can't tell us that like you can't be proud of yourself. You can't like yourself. You constantly have to apologize for being like born basically, and then still have like these bold, confident, fucking outspoken people. There's not that's a contradictory traits there.
Oh, how dare you!
I'm telling you, it's a matter of they're never going to be able to win because they'll just keep changing the narrative. It's either fragile, male fragility, or where is it? Oh, it's on the other side.
I don't know why you even care, you fucking cabbage.
I want. I see item. I want.
You want what? You gonna finish the thought?
I see item. I want. That's what I'm saying.
What does that have to do with male fragility?
I know. I saw a no. I saw a power. I saw an energy tank. No. So. Well, all I'm getting at here is that there's no having a conversation about it because they keep changing the narrative. Ow.
One eternity later.
Oh. Nice. Man, I'm just getting all the power ups.
Over there thinking you're special and shit. What the fuck, man?
Bitch ass.
Yeah. All of the bitch ass.
Oh my god, this sucks. Why is emulator so bad at emulating the map?
Oh, the price tag like free.
Hey, we legally obtained this ROM by purchasing it directly from Nintendo.
I was talking about the emulator.
I mean, it's the best you can get.
You're the best. Alright.
Which is sad, because, like, Dolphin is pretty much the best you can get.
Right.
Shit. But I gotta sit there and stare at me like that, tiny dog.
You know what they want.
Food! Love!
Don't grumble at me.
He's like, do not make me
Well
come
done.
over there and whoop your waist.
Spoiled dog. Ooh. It's like, full on. When the weather gets warmer, I'm not wearing the hoodie until it starts getting cold again. So the pouch is
Oh
gonna have
no,
to be
but they want to curl up in the hoodie! Come on, Dragon, sacrifice your comfort so the cats can curl up in your hoodie.
You shut your whore mouth.
I'm like, look, he gets enough lip from his dogs, he doesn't need it from a cabbage.
Yeah.
Now I need the quickest access to Magmore Caverns.
Take it. Which way?
See, look how smooth the map is moving now. Like, fuck.
Yeah, because there's nothing on it.
There's
There's no fucking mobs just running at you willy nilly.
Maybe that has something to do with it. Actors. Seems weird to me. I have almost all the energy tanks and only half the missile expansions. I gotta be more diligent at finding those. Excuse me. What was that? It was clearly on the platform.
Well, the game thought otherwise.
It thinks my dick is too big.
Clearly couldn't fit on the platform.
Apparently not.
Let's not go crazy. What? What? Why are you grumbling?
Okay, I don't know if this was the fastest way to Magmore Caverns, but it certainly was a way to Magmore Caverns.
Fucking hell. What?
Aw, puppy.
Why are you grumbling? Why are you grumbling? Here. Go on.
Oh boy, lava levels.
Here we go. Yeah. If it isn't fucking spiked, it's goddamn lava.
At least my lava's not a one-hit kill.
Thank God. Fuck was up with Acid Man stage?
I don't know, man.
Oh, they didn't want to show Mega Man's skin getting melted off, so they just like, yeah, we'll just fill it with spikes. You know, it'd be really cool. Like a combination lock that you had to undo by like whirring around in your ball form.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say a combination lock you have to undo while in your balls. It's like, what?
The fuck?
Like, wait a minute.
Who the fuck? When the fuck? How the fuck? Ugh. Ugh. My balls.
Stop eating lint! What the hell? There is a food bowl right there.
Yeah, but like, lint is just so tasty.
No, it's not lint. It's actually hairball. What the fuck?
I know why they're eating it, because it's lint.
No, that's why you're eating it.
Oh no, I thought I could stand on that!
Unfortunately, you don't make all the rules.
I will be the giant rat one of these days.
You can summon the giant rat with your roly-poly build.
I can't wait. As soon as I'm done with my necromancer, I'm fucking... Yeah, I'm gonna need some assistance, because I'm so confused with the green. Like, what is green?
A color?
It's druid magic.
Okay, is it pyromancy, or is it sorcery?
Yes, it's a pyromancy, technically.
Okay. Because they gave me a catalyst, not a glove, so I was confused. Or not a catalyst, a staff, not a catalyst. Nope. You know, we were talking, you know how we always talk about, why don't the people in Marvel just make their own characters? Right? Instead of like just ruining ones that currently existing? Well, here's the deal. They just did that recently. They made new X-Men characters, but they're literally just X-Men. It's like,
They're clones.
yeah,
They're clones of the original.
Right. They'd have almost
Then
exact
they're
same
not
powers.
original.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're OCs, but they don't have original powers.
Well, then they're not original characters, are they?
Well, I'm saying they're original characters, but they don't have. But the powers that they have aren't.
You can have similar powers. I wouldn't really mind. It's
It's
like
kinda
as long
like
as you're
sort of-
significantly different enough.
Right. Well, they're not. they're only more or less they're just it may as well just only be what they are because they're race and gender swap, whichever versions of currently existing superheroes.
Well, it's like when DC was, they did the announcement that they were going to do a black Superman. I'm just sitting there like, what's even the fucking point?
I just hate the guy.
How do you make a black?
Like, what's even the point?
There's no Kryptonians left. You're just gonna have to pull like an Earth 52 again.
Or just do like he has an like Supergirl has a black boyfriend or something, and then they have a child.
Why not just go out with Green Lantern, like the Black Green Lantern? The Black Green Lantern I love.
Oh, John Stewart.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah,
he was a
John
good one.
Stewart was an amazing Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see shipping Supergirl and John Stewart Mills.
It's like my whole sticking point is like, people
Quit
saying,
fucking
oh,
with
they can't,
existing characters. That's my
they
sticking
can't-
point.
they can't relate to characters because they don't look exactly like themselves. And I'm just like, how up your ass must you be
They are completely up
to
their
not
ass
be able to
because
relate to
those-
anyone who doesn't look exactly like you or close enough to you?
Oh no, because I get where they're coming from for the most part. It's like, what if there were like literally 0 white people on TV? Like you'd think it was weird, and like you'd be excited when there was a white person on TV. So but like, make your own character. I don't care. Like I would love Static Shock. I know I've said it before, but I do. I love Static Shock. Black Lightning was a great character. Even Black
Yeah, he was
Panther
pretty
in the actual fucking like comic books was an amazing character. But just make your own character.
It's not that hard.
That's it.
Well, for them, it's a Herculean task. It's virtually impossible. But for us, it's not that hard. That's because we have creativity.
Like I said, like I don't really care what color you make them. Just it's like remember when like the new Stormtrooper, like the new Star Wars got revealed, like not the new one, but like the first time the trilogy got rebooted, and like
The sequel
the
trilogy,
yeah, and the whole fucking Star Wars community went bonkers because like a Stormtrooper was revealed to be black, and everyone's like, oh, this just proves like racism was alive and well. It's like, no, Stormtroopers are clones. The original clone was some Latino dude. So how are they black? That's the problem that we had. We didn't know that the person was like gonna be a main character disguised as a stormtrooper. All we saw was a stormtrooper.
Well, one of the things they also didn't take into account was with the original Stormtroopers, yeah, they were all clones. In the sequel trilogy, it's a new organization that's basing themselves on the older one. And as a result of that, they're focusing their efforts on conscription, forcing others to serve in their militant force. And that was something they weren't taking into account. I certainly did. Because I saw that, it's like, oh, right, because they're likely forcing these people to fucking, serve them or die, kind of thing. A mark of a villainous organization. Forcing people to do their bidding, and if they don't, they let them out.
Yeah, like if like once you have context, it's a lot easier to understand. But you can't get mad at you can't just go around calling people racist just because it defied the logic. And like people were like, we don't care.
Went way overboard. They really went overboard with that. It's like, okay, calm down.
Yeah, they're just like, this is
relax.
proving that racism is alive and well today. Like, we need to cancel this and cancel that. And dude, chill. We just didn't know that was the context. See, this is what you need context for.
No,
See,
it
context
offends me, therefore it must not exist ever. It's like, oh, fuck off.
See, context is a word I love, unlike allegory and precedent.
See, it's all just an allegory for a reason.
I will fucking end your whole fucking career, Dragon. I will drop an EMP into your nest.
Yeah. kind of like Ultron. I cannot truly be destroyed. There will always exist a version of me somewhere. Stop growling. You're perfectly fine. Just because you're not getting constant attention right now doesn't mean you can run carte blanche on that. Besides, I don't even have the hoodie on, so there's no pouch for you to nest in right now.
Oh dear lord, it's over.
What is it? Or is it just beginning?
Oh no, it's...
Yeah, but like they were just trying to frame everybody as racist with that. I'm just like, you know, I can kind of understand where you're coming from, because people are like, oh, it shouldn't have mattered that they were black, and like, oh, you should have like thought about alternatives like as to why they were black rather than just, you know, immediately going for SJW. And I'm like, you know, to a certain extent, you're right. People should put more thought into things. I agree. You got me on that one. But everybody is not immediately racist just because people just because people fail to provide context when they're rebooting a series.
True.
Oh no! I'm so mad right now. You have no idea.
Yeah, absolutely no idea how mad you were.
Huh?
Absolutely no idea how mad you are.
There was more stuff in that flame room, but I was so focused that I'm like, okay, I'm done, I can move on. I'm like, wait, the room, I look at the room, like the room was way too big to have what exactly is there right now. So I'm like, god damn.
What?
Say what again? Say what again?
I dare you! I double dog dare you, motherfucker! Say one more time, goddamn again!
So,
What?
Does he look like a bitch? What?
Does he look like a bitch?
Does he look like a bitch? No! Why you trying to fuck him like one? I'm not! Yes, you did! Yes, you did! He don't like to be fucked by nobody but Mrs. Wallace. English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
English, motherfucker. English, do you fucking speak it?
Oh, you speak English now, huh? Oh, you speak English. Hancock was a great fucking movie.
Hancock was another awesome movie.
Yeah.
I didn't really like the ending. It was a good ending. I personally didn't like how it ended.
Like, my whole spiel with it was the fact that, like, it was a subversion of the typical superhero genre movie. And you had a guy who basically dealt with his own personal life crisis while also ended up ultimately helping others. And he
I just-
ultimately discovered that helping others also is helping him process his own shit at the same time.
Though to be fair, at the end of the movie where like they just wrote the fucking he just put that dude's label on the moon. He's just like, you want advertising? I got you. Look up.
Like, I got you.
So, but like, I love that movie. I just, like I said, I didn't really like the ending. But like you're right. It was a really good movie. It's just like I would have preferred if like, cause that easily could have turned into like another Deadpool-esque movie where it was just really funny all the time. But like, as usual, fucking Will Smith just has to like fucking be an amazing actor.
Oh yeah, like, he is an awesome dude.
And just like make the movie that much better. You know?
Like, he was definitely one of the shining jewels of that fucking particular
Oh yeah,
crowd.
you know, if Deadpool was black, I would have immediately cast him. 110%.
Oh yeah, I definitely would have put my support behind Will Smith. Like, oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Or Keegan,
Yeah, if Deadpool was black,
or maybe
I would have
Keegan
been like,
Michael
yep.
Key could have been Deadpool.
Oh, Keegan Michael Key?
Yeah, come on, that'd be pretty cool.
Possibly could have pulled it off.
Yeah, he not the right type of humor.
Stop it. You keep that up, I'm gonna put you on the floor. Keep it up. Alright, fine. On the floor you go. Go on. Gonna sit there and grumble all damn day? No.
There's got to be something else. Oh god. That's the thermal visor when you're in a volcano. I swear there's something else in this room, man.
There is. A dick.
If I could put time in a bottle, I'd be
Alright, well.
playing Zillion right back and now.
Oh well. Well, I don't know. Alright. Well, now the world's more or less my oyster because I have all the beams.
All of the
Nice.
things.
Wait a minute, do you have the grapple beam yet?
I do.
Yeah, love the grapple beam.
Here's where I gotta make. Here's where we're going next. The modern session. I'm trying to think. Where do I go now?
You go 8 feet to the left, walk out the door, walk down to your local drugstore, buy something called Viagra, and it'll help you go fuck yourself.
But seriously, like, there's so much. And that's open now that I have plasma. I'm gonna go to. I'll go to the monitor room.
I wish they had made like a Hitchcock 2, and it showed him like kind of like all progressing as like a person, showing like how like the world getting to like know him and maybe finding his own love interest. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah. Good work.
like completing the character. Maybe even explaining their origins a bit more. Hell, I would have liked the whole fucking like comic book about Hitchcock, man.
That'd be cool. Oh, the part where he's sitting there with the fucking SUV,
Yo
just
head
flying,
is ass.
like just flying around, and the fucking Asian dudes are just like, "Dude, put us down with the fuck." Oh, now you speaking English, huh? Oh yeah, yeah, now you speak English. It's like, you asshole. After all these years, Will Smith still got those comedic acting chops. Didn't miss a fucking beat.
Like I said, man, Will Smith is an amazing actor, and like I said, honestly, if like Ryan Reynolds was like the perfect choice for Deadpool, but if he had been like if Deadpool had been black, 100% would have gone with Will Smith. 110%. Love them both to death. Like I've loved Ryan Reynolds ever since I saw fucking Van Wilder. He also he also had a really awesome part in Blade Trinity. And if you even want to start a fight about Van Wilder, I will end your whole fucking career, fun.
What about it?
I heard that meh.
What?
Fucking make me come over there.
Oh, what? What are you talking about?
I heard you. Don't fucking make me come over there.
Come over where?
Come over there.
Where?
Over me, ding, ding, bam, down, down, shoom, dum, bam, down.
Wherever you at, you cabbage.
I'm at a fart.
Come over there and end your whole fucking cabbage patch.
Right now,
Man.
over me.
Diss my Van Wilder again, see what happens.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I liked the movie a lot.
I was just like, oh man, I've liked him ever since I saw him in Van Wilder, and you're like, eh. I heard that.
talking to you.
I heard that, Funk.
You just don't like Van Wilder. You're just playing us for fools. The Van Wilder's one of the best movies ever, and you've never actually seen it.
You can't lie your way out of this one now, but we all know he got revealed.
Well, we had a good run.
The dirty secret was revealed to us, Funk.
What the hell is this?
See, now he's trying to change the subject.
Why do you hate freedom?
Ice spreader? Hell yeah.
Ice spreader? Is that like an upgrade to your...
It's a super missile, but ice.
Oh.
There's a super missile version for every single beam.
You should be like, what, 75% of the way through this game now?
Wait, did I just go backwards?
I would imagine so.
Yeah. Yes. Well, like I said, if I'm most of the way through the game, but then there's that really questionable idea to have a big backtrack session right after you beat everything. I'm coming up on that right now. Or that, yeah. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. But I stay like there's so much I can do now. Playing funny. Since I have power, I'm gonna go here. Route 8. Unless there's anything in here that uses the plasma beam, but I don't see anything. I was gonna go Pandemic Drifts, but I was like, nah.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you feel about the sequel to Van Wilder?
I mean, Rise of Taj.
Yeah.
Eh.
I'll tell you.
The actor doing it was is pretty decent, so I didn't really mind him too much. I guess it was good in its own way. I didn't like the fact that, you know, Van Wilder wasn't in it. I don't really like sequels where like it's not really about the like main character. That's why I like I like kind of like where Van Wilder ended.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I like the prequel though.
Oh, yeah. Where he's
I didn't
not...
really like it. Kind of like fucked with the character a bit though, because like in that his dad was like a party animal that he was trying to live up to his legacy.
Oh.
Which kind of like went against like the whole first movie.
Yeah.
I mean, as a like a movie in its own right, it was pretty good. I thought.
Yeah. Well, I think would have been cool would have been a sequel to Van Wilder, where he's like trying to like you know whatever he graduated in, I forgot what, leisure studies or something like that. And then it'd been fun to see him like trying to make his way in that particular world, the business world, sort of thing.
Yeah, it would have been funny to see him like go into like his dad's company.
Or something like that, yeah. You see how he runs the company. And you see him like run it into the ground, like learn a lesson about stuff like that, and then go back, then like, you know, turn things around.
I honestly think it would have been even funnier to like see how everybody underestimates him and then him use like his like very unorthodox party methods to make everything work.
Right.
Would have been really funny.
It more or less would have,
like see him fail in the beginning, like trying to like do like his dad's way and shit.
Yeah.
And then like he just starts like he's like, no, we're gonna run this shit like I run a party.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he did a good job of had a really good business party going on. Yeah, but yeah, it almost would have been like maybe almost like a somewhat of like a Billy Madison kind of movie. But better.
Yeah, Billy Madison was a pretty good movie.
Oh,
It kind of like undermined everything when at the end he's just like, I'm gonna be a teacher, and I'm like, you gave no indication that you wanted to do that at all throughout the entire movie. You were just chasing tail.
Was it? Yeah.
See, it would have been that would have been a lot better premise if he was like talking about like what he actually liked doing.
Uh-huh. Missed dates.
But like just at the end, he's just like, "I'm gonna become a teacher," and just like, why?
That was out of left field. Yeah.
No, you should have been. You should say, "I'm gonna become a golfer," and it leads right into the Happy Gilmore.
That would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
In another universe, on another planet, also called Earth. Price is wrong, bitch.
The price is wrong, bitch.
I love Bob Barker so much.
I miss him.
He was such a good sport.
Yes, he
He's
was.
a fucking class act.
The fact that he could just, get along with like every single kind of human being in existence really says something about him. He's just the most likable guy on the planet. Up there with Mr. Rogers and what the painter guy. I forgot his name.
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. Thank you.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
I'm about to paint a happy little foot up your ass.
Do it. You won't.
See, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just paint a little cloud here, and that'll just be our secret. And if you ever tell anyone that that cloud is there, I'll find you and I'll cut you. I fucking love that bit from Family Guy.
Yeah. I made a meme once, and it's Bob Ross, and he's sitting there painting it, and he's just saying, "Tell you what, you start running so I can stab you in the back."
My favorite
You get the
rendition
reference, Vito?
Sorry, I'm looking at something at the moment.
My favorite reference to Bob Ross, though, was definitely from Boondocks. It was absolutely from the Boondocks when I think it was Riley. No, I think it was Huey. It was one of them was basically getting in trouble for shit, and so he ended up having to do like some sort of fucking restitution where he's got to basically work with this positive role model dude that was like, a very obvious on the nose kind of reference to Bob Ross.
Okay.
And he taught him how to paint and do all this shit. And it turns out that he was also straight up thugging because he was wanted by the police. It's like, well, our time has come up because Popo's coming. And I gotta bounce. You take care of yourself. Like, oh my god, yes. Because like, even though like the real Bob Ross, one of the reasons he left the military, even though he was like a drill sergeant and some shit, was just the fact that he
was in the Air Force.
Well, he was in one of the military forces. He mentioned, like, on the show, it's like he just didn't like it. He didn't like yelling at people and making them unhappy and making them feel bad. And so it's like, he left and kind of found his own thing. And he was taught the wet on wet technique that he uses in his show. And I'm just sitting there, it's like, this dude is so fucking cool. It's like, I love this guy. Like, I really, and like anyone who doesn't find themselves just liking Bob Ross naturally as a person, you've got some shit going on in your personal life. You got to sort out. I can't help you right now, man. You got to help yourself.
God damn it, dude.
Yeah. And it's like, I know there'd be some progressive asshole out there trying to like slag him because he's white. It's like, everybody loves Bob Ross. Fuck off. Everybody loves Robin Williams. Fuck off.
Oh yeah, like attacking Rob Williams would be like when fucking PETA attacked Steve Irwin.
Yeah.
Just why did you?
They received so much pushback from that because they like, no, you don't talk shit about Steve Irwin.
They lost sponsors because of that.
Yeah. It's like Steve Irwin was a cool guy. Like, he was pretty fucking chill. Like, he fucking got bit by one of the most venomous snakes on the fucking planet, and he didn't fucking, like, trip out and drop a bullshit storm of litanies of cussing. It's just like, whoa, oh, whoa, you know?
No,
like,
he was just like, oh man, I'm sorry, little fella.
Yeah. It's like, this dude had chrome-plated balls.
Not to mention, he like just straight up like, you know how many fucking conservation like societies were made in his name? Like how many like and shit like that. He's a true animal like lover, and then they were trying to like, oh, a true animal lover would never take them out of their environment. They never do this. They never do that. Anybody who supports this guy is a straight up asshole, and I'm like, you, I can't help you. God can't help you. That level of hate, no, I got nothing for you, man, dude.
Straight up need, like, you know, some sort of positive influence in your life. Holy shit, you know?
Yeah, like, you need to go, like, find your mom and help her, like, help her find a boyfriend, because you definitely need as, like, a better male role model in your life.
It's current year. What positive male role model?
It's current year, I don't give a fuck about your opinion.
Yeah.
I really just love using that. Like, just like, people are like, oh, it's current year, you shouldn't care. Oh, it's current year, I should, like, fuck your dog. The fuck kind of stupid ass sense is that? It's current
my
year,
argument,
you care.
no, it's like my argument is
apply
it's
to
like over time, the whole, you know, role of the father in a family has just been so undermined, you know, disrespected.
There was a line from fucking Family Guy that I loved that Peter said, and it's like the father is simultaneously like the most important, yet like the most burdensome member of the household somehow.
Yeah, because we were taught that. We were told that the father doesn't matter. So when you see a lot of us starting to
but then when
have families of our own,
when anything goes wrong, it's immediately the dad's fault. How can everything be the dad's fault, but simultaneously he doesn't matter at all?
I was going to say, it's like we're conditioned to believe that the father doesn't matter. So that's why there's so many kids being brought up without their fathers in their lives for the most part. And it really shows, like, the quality of family in general.
Yeah, you have like a bunch of like black civil rights leaders going like, oh, like we need fathers to stay in the homes, so they need more better male role models, and this and that and the other. And then you have the feminist community going like, oh, we need to like get rid of fathers altogether. Basically, artificial insemination is like the true future. And I'm like, what the fucking hell, dude? Instead of finding a halfway decent guy, instead of just, you know, like, giving it up to, like, the first dude that looks halfway decent, you'd rather just, like, get a turkey baster up the cooter? The fuck? I know that's not actually how it works before people think I'm retarded.
One of the biggest cons, though, is telling women they don't need, you know, a significant other in their life. Whether that's whether they're straight, gay, bi, whatever. You know, telling them that they don't need anyone else. It's like, it's not the fact that you don't need anyone else. It's the fact that, you know, you should desire a life with someone, that you should desire, you know, building experiences and, you know, knowing someone at the end of the day is going to be there supporting you and you will be able to support them. Like,
yeah,
not just financially, just emotionally.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with liking companionship.
Fuck!
Well, that escalated quickly.
I only have a limited amount of missiles, and I can't target onto this support structure. So I just kind of have to aim, but you know, I'm using a controller in first-person mode, aiming it exactly good.
Yeah, it looks cumbersome as fuck.
Oh my!
I'm getting a distinct feeling that were you playing this on actual hardware, you would probably not be struggling nearly as much as you are
No,
now.
because also the
No,
dead
you'd
zone
be
is
struggling more.
the dead zone's different too on this controller. That probably would
You
also
can adjust the dead zone on Dolphin.
Yeah, but I don't have a problem with the dead zone necessarily, but right now. But the problem is that I don't remember what the dead zone was.
Yeah, because at some point, it's like I do plan on getting a capture card from a computer so I can actually hook up my consoles to it. Because, yeah, if I can play on actual hardware, I'll fucking do it. Like, as much as I reasonably can without fucking, causing an arm or leg in my left nut kind of thing. Back to the fucking father figure thing. One of the things that, like, has been brought to my attention and I thought about too, so it's like I'm not the only person thinking about it, is we are constantly told over the past 10 years or so that, toxic masculinity, everything in masculine is toxic. And then you wonder why all the young men are growing up all fucked up mentally, and emotionally. It's not from a lack of or it's not from an abundance of toxic masculinity. It's from a lack of masculinity, period.
I think
we
it's
have
more
so
just
many-
like I think it's like not nothing about masculinity. It's just being told from a young age that you're basically just a piece of shit, even though you have done nothing.
It doesn't help the fact that for young boys growing into men, they don't know what it means to be a man. They don't know. They don't know, how to process certain things, and the certain insights you can really only get from a guy. Because there's certain experiences women can only get from other women, their mothers, their sisters, things like that, that they can better understand. And a mother trying to be everything for their son
And
is
keep in mind,
a
we're not ripping
Herculean
on.
task.
Yeah, we're not ripping on single mothers.
No, I was raised by a single mother for the most part. So I know this from experience. Like, there was things that she just couldn't teach me, but she did her damnedest to do so. She reasonably approached shit, much, more methodically and more. She put more thought into it than most folks would these days. And I'm just sitting there, it's like, my mom was a great woman. She was a flawed woman. I will definitely, admit she was a flawed woman. She would admit she's a flawed woman. But she never gave up. She never fell for the whole bullshit of victimhood. She never let what happened to her growing up and throughout her life, affect her by making her a perpetual victim. She rose above that shit. And so when I hear women, saying, "Oh, I'm a bad bitch," it's like, no, you're a wannabe. My mom was a bad bitch. She was a woman that was kind, sweet, and generous. But if you pissed her off, she'd break a mountain off at the base and smack it right the fuck over your head, put the mountain right back, and not miss a fucking beat. Because if you fucked up, it was your ass. I know. I know from experience. There was one time I was in my mom's car and my friend Charles was in the back seat. We were driving somewhere, and I don't know what I said. Like, I legit do not remember what I said. But I ran my mouth about some shit, and she didn't miss a fucking beat right as we were slowing down to the fucking stop sign because it was a red light. She just sat there, bam, backhanded me right across the mouth. I shut the fuck up on the rest of the way home. Truck seat just like, oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, shit just got real. I was quiet the rest of the trip home. And to this day, I swear to God, I do not remember what the fuck it was I said. Neither does he. We just remember me getting slapped right in the fucking gob. Because I fucked up. I clearly stepped, I crossed the line, and she corrected me. Now, did she smack me with like the fist of a thousand, fear of a thousand suns? No. It was just bam. It was the fact that it was so quick and so fluid that it caught me. It just like shocked me, that kind of thing. And of course, years ago before that, we were looking at different homes that were for sale because we were looking for buying a home kind of thing, or she was. And as she's driving, she's like, "Oh, look at that house! That house is really nice." And as she's doing this, she's pointing at the house, but she's repositioning her finger as we're driving by it. So this finger is getting closer and closer to my face. And when it gets to the point where it's about to touch my nose, I, lean forward and bite her finger. She's like, "Ow!" Fucker. I was like, well, it was getting too close to my face, so it's like, let you know. She never did that shit again because she didn't want me biting her finger. I didn't bite hard, but I bit hard enough to let her know. I was like, "Hey, I don't need you picking my nose."
Like, oi.
What type of shit is this? Wife, please don't buy something you don't need. Me. His name is Stimba. Why'd you buy a tiger? Why'd you buy a giant fuck off a giant fuck off lion? Oh my god.
Dragon over here acting like he wouldn't if he had the cash.
Stimba, remember who you are. An impulse buy from some dumbass who just got $1,600.
I would seriously consider getting myself a fucking skunk.
The skunk?
Yeah, it keeps people away.
Oh, I was gonna say skunks
just
are
take
mighty cute.
you can get skunks without like their anal glands.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, but man, they're so freaking cute.
They are. They're really adorable. My whole spiel would be like, yeah, if like anyone from California, the skunk is for them. You have a skunk under your porch. Yep. You live
Don't mess
here.
with Steve. Steve's minding his own business.
It's like, leave Henry alone. I actually do have a Squishables skunk plushie that I named Henry. And it was like the regular size one. Like, I didn't realize the regular size ones were so big. It's like, oh shit. It's like a medium-sized beach ball, almost. Yeah. Also have a fucking T-Rex fossil squishable called, I named Rex. He's just got this big old toothy grin. It's like, "Hi! How you doing?" It's just, big old grin. Although it's kind of hard not to grin when you're essentially your head is essentially a skull. So, yeah.
That's where I need to go. Is there an easier way to get there, I wonder? Not really.
So it's just tearing up the scratch toy. It's like, yeah. That's why I got it, baby.
I didn't.
Although, truth and be told, like the scratch pads on the cat toy typically last me a month apiece, and I usually get them in a 2-pack at a time because they come in packs of 2 anyway. Yeah. Oh, wait, guys! Yeah, you sit there. You gotta get all your flimminess on me. Okay, let's take that little scab on you. Finally went away. Guess it was just a scratch. Bambi's just sitting in my lap while I'm rubbing her chest, and she's just like, trying to resist falling asleep because she's so relaxed.
And it's approaching the 3-hour mark. That came quick.
It
Yeah.
did. I'm gonna try to get one more power up, and then I'm gonna stop.
And the next stream might be the end of this game.
It very well could be. But if I go whole ham,
Full ham.
full 100% ham, Dick.
Can't just go full ham, man.
Well,
What'll the kids think?
I think that
you can go full ham if you're playing Kled, because that's how he's designed to be played.
you either go full ham or you go to the bone.
To the bone zone.
The bone.
I'm in my own zone.
To the left, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the right,
To the right,
to the right.
to the right. Yeah.
My mom had music playing, like old music, like 70s music playing the other day. We want the funk. Gotta get that funk. Saying, we want the funk. Gotta get that funk.
Yeah.
Or my personal favorite. Play that funky music, white boy. Play that
One hit
funky
wonder.
music right.
Lay down the boogie and play that funky music till you die. Till you die.
Yeah, till you die.
One of my favorite musicians from that era, George Clinton. P-Funk. Fuck yeah.
We need more. We need another Muddy Waters, dude.
The whole phone, nothing but the phone.
I'm telling you, man, we need another Muddy Waters.
Shit.
So here's what I'm doing right now. I'm scanning all these, and then and I'll record to my logbook, and then I can look up where they are, or I could just use Google. One of the two.
Google. Yo, fucking Direwolf went somewhere after a while. We're gonna have to chastise him again. He knows better.
Yeah, I didn't want to have to break up the taser this fucking quickly, but you know, I guess he's not leaving me much of an alternative here.
All right. Oh, we want the funk. Gotta get that funk.
One of my favorite bands from the 70s, though, is definitely Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
Do you
several other-
remember the 21st night of December?
Changing the minds of pretender. Yeah! Like, Boogie Wonderland's one of my favorites, as well as Let's Groove. Like, I played the shit out of that song when it was on DDR Max. It's like, yes!
Let's groove tonight.
I love the Vocaloid voice, you know,
Spotlight.
the synthesizer voice. Keep that groovy, the boogie down upon down, the boogie down. Like, yes, I fucking love it. That was why when I heard Snoop Dogg's song "Sexual Eruption," it was very much in that 70s style, synthesized voice kind of thing. I fucking loved it. It's like, yes. Of course, the majority of Snoop Dogg's music resonates with me any goddamn way because I grew up with that shit. The first song that I heard of his, as a solo artist, was "What's My Name," and as a fucking kid, being a huge fan of it, I was singing the lyrics because I had it on a fucking mixtape that included Ghetto Jam, for those of you who remember that song. And of course, the first track on there was "What's My Name" by Snoop Dogg, uncensored. And I was sitting there like such a huge fan of this guy. I was singing this song, uncensored lyrics. My mom eventually had to tell me, like, you can't fucking do that in public.
You can't tell me what to do. And then she beat your ass. Good time.
Yeah. Although
Good
also
times.
another good album was East 99 by Bone Thugs. Mr. Bill Collector and Mo Murda are like two of my favorite songs from that album. And then of course, you know, their single, their alternate version of their track from that album, Crossroads.
See, I never understood the like, oh, you can't sing like you can't like do like say like all the words in rap. Because when I was going to high school, like I'd just do the whole fucking songs in front of my friends.
Oh, yeah.
And like the first time I did that, my buddy, was it Rayshawn? I want to say it was Rayshawn. Was just like he's just like, you know that song? Like you know that?
Goddamn right.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck you mean?
Well, it's
Man,
like, you know, when
Skippy.
it's like Up in Here by DMX. Like when I did that on karaoke, I did it full uncensored. Because it's like, okay, I could either puss out and do, you know, and do injustice with the song, or I can do
that's
right
it.
by the fucking lyrics and be true to it. Because it's like, no, this song is that fucking awesome.
I also say you definitely deserve. Like it definitely
You can
deserves.
give me the flag all you want. I'll take it. I will accept that. But I'm doing it right for this goddamn song. And it's the same thing with Dr. Dre's Let Me Ride, because I love that fucking song so goddamn much. And I love the G-Funk remix. Oh my god. I never knew that there existed a song that had a remix that was even better than the original. Because like in the original song, there was that
To be
voice of...
fair, though, I think that way about Are You Okay, Annie?
Yes!
Because I
Michael
really like
Jackson.
Alien Ant Farm's version.
It's like I'm still a bigger fan of Michael Jackson rendition, but that's because I'm also a Michael Jackson fan from over the years. It's like I know Bad didn't get nearly as much love and affection as Thriller did, because it was the third album follow up, and Thriller was such a huge success. But it's still a good fucking album in its own right. I mean, come on now. We got Speed Demon, fucking Bad. We got goddamn Liberian Girl, which was a good, slower song. It's like, fuck yeah. The Way You Make Me Feel. Come on now. It's like a lot of these songs were great. It just wasn't the same, fucking level as like goddamn Billie Jean or Thriller, which, come on, that's unrealistic if you're expecting it to be even remotely fucking as explosive as as those were back in the day. Come on. And besides,
to quote Dave
with Thriller,
Chappelle,
you had Vincent fuck mothering Price doing a fucking rap promo in the goddamn song. So
to quote Dave Chappelle, he made Thriller.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna cut Bad some fucking slack. And Dangerous was good. Blood on the Dance Floor. It's like, yeah, these are good goddamn albums. It's like people who didn't grow up in the 80s or 90s don't understand that the popularity and success of Michael Jackson was so paramount, so transcendent beyond anything we had ever seen. He was the patron deity of the fucking 80s. He could have declared world domination and everyone would have been on board with it. I want to rule the world with an iron fist. Yes! Do it, Michael! Woo! We would have cheered him on,
Yeah, he was. Michael was a big fucking deal.
Oh, yeah. And, like, the fact that people try to tear him down after he died, I'm just sitting there like, shut your whore mouth. Shut your cock washer before I slap the dick off your breath. I will not have it. Oh, buddy, shut the fuck up. We know it's bullshit. It's like Razor Fist dedicated a 5-part fucking YouTube series on his own channel, presenting a counter argument to all the bullshit. And it's like, I watched the whole thing. It's like, because I saw the trials and shit as they were going on, and seeing the counter argument that he brought with all the different parts to the discussion. It's like, yeah, I always cast a doubt on the legitimacy of the accusations. I'm just like, I'm pressing X doubt here because I don't know. I wasn't there, and there's not enough information here to really, prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that this could have happened or that this did happen.
Well, it's sort of like honestly, how I feel about like the whole Bill Cosby situation. I'm like, because look at it this way. For one, the case that finally put him away, it wasn't even the evidence was shit. It was all around shit. Like, the only reason it was, it's like, oh well, it's a pattern of unreasonable behavior, and all the previous allegations mixed with this.
The other
finally,
thing,
like, and the fact that this was finally new enough that finally got him. If he is guilty of everything they accuse him of, he's the most successful serial rapist since fucking Genghis Khan.
Yeah. I was just about to say that. It's like, if all of these accusations actually do have a semblance of truth to them, then holy shit, he spent a 70+ year career as a comedian successfully doing these heinous acts. And I'm just like, God damn! Like, how does nobody notice that? And like, I know, like, the whole shtick about, a black man in America. Like, if that was really the case, he would not have been able to get away with nearly any of this shit that they were accused of.
Well, it's the whole, like, remember Marilyn Monroe talked about when she was alive, the whole dark side of Hollywood thing.
Yeah.
And, unfortunately for me, I'm sort of like on the line of like, it's like, oh well, we should be getting in on our merit. These people shouldn't be able to control these sections. I'm like, it's the entertainment business. You get what you get.
Yeah, what you see is what you get. What you put in is what you get out. And if it's just a bunch of people that are just, power mongering, power grabbing, and trying to secure their own fucking empires, then it's like,
you don't have to work those. You don't have to work those jobs.
Yeah.
This isn't like some dude that has to work a 9 to 5 to, like, to make ends meet. You want to be rich and famous. You want to be rich and famous. You want to have your name everywhere. You know what? Sorry.
Because, like, there are people that's like, well, if you want to succeed in this industry, you have to do certain things. It's like, that is an act of choice the individual's making to participate. Because nowadays, like, the days of Hollywood being the only fucking source of entertainment around, as far as, like, films and TV goes, are over. Look at us. We're a couple of assholes on the fucking internet just talking shit while we're playing old school video games and raging out at them occasionally. We're
I mean, we don't really have an audience, but yeah, I get what you're
saying. We're getting there. We are getting there. You fucking.
Currently we're going to 2 people, and 2 of them are us.
Man, fuck you. I like me. Just because I'm entertained by me don't mean shit. And now we're just hanging around.
I need to get up there, but I don't know how to get up.
Tried asking them to talk to you dirty? Like, yeah, if I talk, I work that business. I love it when you talk dirty. Yeah.
Talk dirty to me.
No, it's like, yeah, baby, talk dirty to me. Alright. I'm gonna tribute my Cyber Dragon Hertz to link someone into Asylum and Grant Al Mirage. Oh, yeah, baby. Then I'm going to activate the effective Hertz in the graveyard. Grab another Cyber Dragon from my deck to my hand. Yeah. I'm going to discard this Cyber Dragon to special summon this Galaxy Soldier in defense position. Oh, yeah. Then I'm going to activate my effect. It's like, oh, yeah, baby. Talk dirty to me with the Cyber Dragon OTK deck. Yeah, baby. yeah.
Alright, and then I'm going to activate Mystic Mind.
Fuck!
No, it's all about gravity bind.
No, Mystic Mind is that if your opponent has more cards than you on the field, they cannot attack or activate card effects. The monster
Yeah.
effects. It's fucking absolutely ridiculous.
God damn it!
Absolutely crazy that such a card even exists. Yeah. You got an MST. You can, if you can like use Prohibition and be like, yeah, Galaxy Cyclone, bitch.
It's like not a lot of people actually run MST these days.
Right. That's why I said Galaxy Cyclone
Yeah.
or Twin Twister.
Twin Twister, Galaxy Cyclone. So Galaxy Cyclone tends to be a better card overall because it vanishes.
Right. And then there's also Feather Duster if it's not banned.
Currently it is not banned.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it limited?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Heavy Storm is banned though, but that's
Well-
just due to the fact that over the years, more floating effects for spell and trap cards had become more prevalent.
Yeah.
And the drawback, or the original drawback of Heavy Storm, became a advantage because you can set your own floater spell and traps, pop them with Heavy Storm, and get them immediately going. So that's like, okay, we'll take that out, but we'll give you Harpy's Feather Duster in return because it makes it harder for you to trigger your own floating effects on your spell and traps on your back row.
Yeah.
Also, the same reason Dark Hole is currently gone, but we have access to Raigeki.
All right, you managed to hit your 3-hour mark, Fump.
I know.
You did it. You did the thing.
I know.
It's shocking that you went 3 whole hours without passing out from exhaustion.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
I mean, he manages that just fine playing Dark Souls. You sit there fucking all night doing that.
It's like that meme I saw of the Snorlax artwork throughout the various Pokemon games. Took him 17 years to stand up.
Oh, I love that.
Because each of the one, yeah. Because the first one he's just out cold. The second one he's laying on his side. And the other one he's just sitting up. It's like he's finally standing. It's like, holy shit, they weren't joking. Oh, you did rip the core out of that finally. Okay. I was wondering what the cat was messing over there. Yeah, with the cardboard scratch post things I have in the cat toy. After a while, they eventually scratch at the layers, and the center ends up getting torn out. Which it's like, okay, since it got torn out, I can now replace it with a new fresh one. Because that's how I do it. And right now, it's like they're just sniffing at it because there's some catnip left over on it. Oh, funny story. It was back when I was in California. The first time I had ever gotten, the cat's catnip. It was basically I think it was from Walmart. They had these compressed balls of catnip, and I got one. And what was intriguing was I introduced it to Jack, Sasha, and Ma Jin when he was still alive. And what was funny was Sasha looked at it, sniffed it, didn't give a fuck, walked off. Ma Jin was sniffing it, kind of reacting to it a little bit. Jack, on the other hand, he saw it, sniffed it, and just took to it immediately. Like whenever anyone else tried to play with it after that, he would just sit there and basically lick at it and then hold it with his front paws and then rotate it with his back paws by kicking at it lightly, rubbing up against it and all that stuff. Like he had just seen his long lost friend from ages ago. Like it was his only friend in the world. And I would sit there and eventually I would pick it up and put it away so he could enjoy it later. Because one day he ended up playing with it, and it actually ended up getting knocked onto the front porch due to the fact that it was a sizable gap between the screen door and the front door. And the front door was open because it was summer at the time. And he's sitting there just like so dejected because he's reaching for the fucking catnip ball, but it's like 2 inches out of his paw range. And he's just sitting there just like beside himself, not sure what to do. And when I realized what it was he was messing with, I went and retrieved the catnip ball. It's like, okay, I'll bust this out when the front door is actually closed. That way, I don't have to worry about it, getting knocked outside of the house and getting lost.
All right, so we want to wrap this up.
Like, yeah.
I don't know, man. We just leave the stream on for like indefinitely.
All right, we can do that. There's a guy that we can talk about the guy who's being held captive right now because he every time someone donates, I think he extends the length of his stream by like a minute.
I think he was set free.
Really?
Yeah.
Last I checked, he had like still had like he had so many. He was like completely and totally stuck still.
Yeah, it's like, that one guy that was at the gas station. He called the police, to basically report to him that he's been robbed. He's like, yeah, I've been robbed. They asked him, it's like, do you know who did it? He's like, yeah, pump number 8. Because fuck these gas prices, son. Fuck these gas prices. Yeah, back when I first moved out here, like gas was like $2.39 a gallon. Right now it's $3.15.
Wow.
And that's the cheaper of the two. The other one is like $2.60, or no, not $2.60, $3.60. And I'm just sitting there, it's like, fuck. I was using cheap gas this whole goddamn time because it'd be like $40, like less than $40 fills up my whole goddamn tank for the whole month. And now, since the TPP is pretty much pretty much dead now because thank God. We're importing oil, so it's like gas went right the fuck back up.
Yep.
And as you know,
prices finally started going down because that pipeline was being built, and then they're just like, yeah, let's just not do that anymore.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, if the gas is going up, subsequently everything else will go up too. And it's like, fuck. I was already happy and used to my fucking cheap gas that was not super fucking expensive and was actually affordable. God damn it. Glad I don't live in California because it'd be like fucking $4.70 by now. It'd be almost $5 a gallon. I remember those days. I fucking remember those days. I had a Dodge Durango, and back when it was like fucking $4.30 a gallon, it would take about $80 to fill that gas tank up, and I'd get about as much mileage as my fucking current car now, which is a Kia Optima. And I'm just sitting there, it's like, oh, at least this car has some fuel economy. Sure, I can't put as much stuff in it because it's a smaller car compared to an SUV, but at least I'm not paying for the nose for goddamn gas. And for those of you out there who bought an H2 Hummer back when SUVs were considered fashionable, and you were paying $200 a fucking tank of gas, Jesus tap dancing Christ, you don't need a fucking what is ostensibly a tank to fucking drive your kid to fucking school, okay?
Maybe they just
California
think
ain't
it's
that
cool,
goddamn.
Dragon. Jesus.
It's like California ain't that fucking rough.
Maybe they just think it's cool. Let them
Yeah.
Hummer.
It's cool to pay them the fucking note for it. Yeah.
It's a good example of showing just how much disposable income you have by wasting it on gasoline.
Like at that point, it's like, yeah, when the gas prices were like damn near $5 fucking a gallon, you're sitting there just giving hand jobs around the fucking bin just to get that extra gas money to get your kid to school. Kind of want to reconsider your fucking traveling options, there, kid. It's like, come on now.
Oh boy, you unlocked the secret level.
Oh no, it's like that. It's like those Mario levels again from fucking Sunshine.
Look, who the fuck was going to figure out that you had to look up to the sun?
Because they did the exact same thing in 64. Because it was one of those things where it's like there was an actual fucking level where if you're in the main lobby of the castle and you're looking up, you can access the secret level or a hidden level. And I'm just sitting there going, how the fuck? Like you were saying for Sunshine, it's like, how the fuck are you supposed to just get the idea to just do that? And this, like, mind you, Sunshine and Mario 64 from back were relics of their time on the grounds that they are games that had strategy guides to accompany them on release. Nowadays, we got the fucking internet.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah, it really
people
sucks.
figure
that
this out
strategy
real
guides
quick.
went away because I still remember going into GameStop and like seeing that the new Castlevania came out, that there was a strategy guide sitting right there.
Fuck yeah. I liked the like the collector's edition strategy guides because they also had like little bonuses and were really nice. Like I had the Soul Calibur 2 special or collector's edition guide, and it had an actual copy of the soundtrack included with it.
Oh,
Love the soundtrack of Soul Calibur 2. Fuck yeah. And God of War 3, I got the collector's edition, strategy guide for that one, which came in this beautiful hardbound cover, had the God of War 3 logo on the front. The rest of it was just a black cover, which was beautiful. The artwork that they had inside the book was gorgeous. I even managed to pick up like Diablo 3 collector's edition book that had, and I still have it, I believe, that has the fucking Diablo 3 fucking bookmark, like a metal bookmark with like the Diablo head emblazoned on the top of it, and it just looks fan fucking tastic.
All right, well, let's let Fump get to a save real quick before we go off on another tangent.
Oh, I'm just reminiscing while we're waiting to find a save point. But yeah, it's just shit like that. I like it when they put quality and effort into the fucking things. It's like those are nice. It's like it shows you actually give a shit about the product. Like
Giving a
that.
shit about your product, Dragon?
Yeah,
We're living in another time, man.
I know, man.
Man.
It's
Yeah,
wild shit.
man.
all right, let's wrap this thing up.
All right. Well, as usual, closed captioning for this program has been provided by Fump.
Doors are actually not closed; they're just always open to something that you're not aware to.
The existential cabbage. Dragon.
Hey, y'all remember to be cool out there, and as always, zip it up and zip it out.
Our token black character. And me, your favorite, Fuda. That's all you get. Go to bed.
All right. You want to raid someone, Fuda? I'm not. I can't right now. It would take me. It would take
I
me.
don't know on the raid.
Mm,
You know, his raid
right
80
now,
cents.
the
He's
problem I
gone.
have with raid right now is that I have every single time I log into the Twitch, I have to send the pass. Like I have to get like the 6-digit password and send it to and put it in and shit like that. It's really.
Why do you have to
annoying.
do that?
Because someone else used it on a different computer. That's why.
I was gonna say, raid Aiden Sins. He's on right now.
All right. I'm working on it.
Sure, go ahead. Aiden's.
I don't know. Hey, he followed us. He gave us that shout out. I like him, and he's a pretty chill guy.
Yeah, he is.
All right, we're rating him.
All right, cool.
Even though it's only the two of us in here, and he essentially gets nothing once I close this. Once I close Twitch.
That's fine.
Yeah, apparently he's playing Doom Eternal right now.
Cool.
All right, there we go.
All right.
I've still got that Dash Duck stream on one of my tabs on